There is something deeply painful about watching your country prioritize the world while neglecting its own children. Imagine your house is burning, your family is screaming for help, your roof is collapsing, and instead of putting out your fire, you run next door to help your neighbor paint their wall. That is what many Nigerians feel right now. Today's episode is not commentary, it is heartbreak, it is anger, it is confusion, it is righteous grief, because there are moments in history when a nation cries so loudly, ignoring it becomes a sin. And right now, Nigeria is crying. Kidnappings, killing, communities wiped out, overnight Christians are targeted, children are missing, parents are mourning, bodies are unaccounted for because now the pain has even become too familiar. And while the people are begging for safety, begging for justice, begging for leadership, troops are being sent to Benin Republic. I ask, like many Nigerians have asked online, how does a country that cannot protect its own people suddenly have energy for foreign diplomacy? There is something deeply painful about watching your country prioritize the world while neglecting its own children. Imagine your house is burning, your family is screaming for help, your roof is collapsing, and instead of putting out your fire, you run next door to help your neighbor paint. That is what Nigerians feel right now. It is not about diplomacy. It is not about political strategy. It is about priorities. And for decades, the priorities has not been the people. How can a nation be a big brother to others when its own sons and daughters are being slaughtered? Nigeria has mastered something dangerous. Looking good on the outside while rotting on the inside. We want to be respected in the African Union. We want global recognition. We want global partnership. We want global influence. Yet hospitals are failing. Education is collapsing. Roads are death traps. Youth are unemployment. Villages are unsafe. Christians live in fear. Families live on prayer because the government gives no assurance. A nation cannot be strong abroad when it is broken at home. You cannot preach peace while your own people cannot sleep in peace. You cannot stand for justice while injustice reigns in your backyard. This is not criticism. This is grief. This is righteous grief. For my Christian listeners, the pain is double because we are asking, how did a land with so many churches become a land soaked with innocent blood? Where are the watchmen? Where are the pastors? Where are the intercessors? Where are the leaders who should speak truth to power? Where are the prayer warriors? Even in scripture, God rebuked leaders who loved external honor but ignored internal suffering. Jesus called them whitewashed tombs because outside they look good, but they are decaying on the inside. Nigeria reflects that spiritually and politically. While politicians make grand gestures abroad, it is the ordinary Nigerians who fear traveling by road. Praise their children return home safely. Sending I have arrived text message like it's a survivor certificate. Sleep lightly at night because they don't want to be kidnapped or broken into their home. Feels unheard, unseen, unprotected. Kidnapping is not headline. It is a lifestyle. Fear is not a moment. It is a daily companion now. Trauma is not an incident. It is a culture. And when citizens suffer and still watch their government involve itself in foreign issues, the message becomes painfully clear. You are not the priority. Righteous grief is what happens when love refuses to stay silent. It is the grief of people who care, who believe their country can be better, who know their life matters. Grief becomes righteous when it demands accountability, not chaos, not violence, not hatred, but truth. And the truth is simple. A nation that neglects its people has already lost its integrity. To every Nigerian listening, every grieving parent, every fearful travelers, every Christian praying for safety, your pain is valid. Your fear is understandable. Your anger is righteous. May God comfort the broken, protect the vulnerable, and expose every wicked agenda operating in the darkness. And may our leaders remember, you cannot save the world while your own children are dying. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Beyond the Surface with Leah Ramsey. If this touched you, share it, amplify it. Let the world hear the cry of our people. We deserve better.